Shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Ba'asham Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who were pushing this 100% truth of the gospel, waking up and saving the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh. And salutation to you, sincere alchemy that are pushing this gospel in all righteousness and sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. This is your brother Abawan. Welcome once again, coming at you with another lesson, and this right here, and we talk about constantly going to videos talking about how the Christian church, alright, plantation Christianity has been exposed, on multiple levels, and these are the kind of things that we talk about, okay, because of the kind of wickedness that goes on in there. First and foremost, in these holidays to celebrate, okay, and now you know that the next high holy day that's going to be celebrated by right plantation Christianity is Valentine's Day. After all, we're already in the month, and I completely forgot until I just mentioned it just now. February 14th, Lupercalia, right? Yeah. That's basically Lupercalia. Look it up. That is the origins of Valentine's Day. And what does it go into? What does it go into? Pagan idol worship. Okay, you're celebrating You're celebrating, pagan gods, Romulus and Remus, celebrating, Greek gods, and all kinds of adultery, debauchery, fornications, wickedness, basically. Because that's what happened during the time of Lupercalia, celebrated by the ancient Romans. You can look up all that, so just to see what it delves into. So okay, the fact that they cannot break down most of what's written up in the scriptures, they add and they remove from the scriptures so much, that it has basically become their trademark, with the Catholic Church. We always talk about the Catholic Church, of course, because that is the father, right, the originator of this plantation Christianity, all their doctrines, okay, all their beliefs, that they teach, everything that these Christians teach, whether they will say that the Catholic Church is part, of plantation Christianity, whether they say that the Catholic Church is separate from the Christian Church, everything they teach comes from the Roman Catholic Church. Okay, it comes from what the doctrines that were found in the Council of Nicaea. Look that one up as well. Maybe I'll even do a video on that, the Council of Nicaea, since it's a very important topic, to understand the history of Christianity. Alright, this is another expose on the Christian Church, specifically the Catholic Church. Which, like I touched on before, a lot of Christians will say that, oh, the Catholic Church is not actually a Christian church. The Catholic Church is not part of Christianity. The Catholic Church is this. The Catholic Church is that. But they still, but all doctrines, okay, all the doctrines, whether it's the Baptist Church, whether it's the Anglican Church, whether it's Methodist, whether it's Protestants, whether it's no matter what, anybody that calls themselves a Christian, any church that calls itself a Christian, all or most of their doctrines goes back to the Catholic Church. It goes back to Catholicism, which of course means what? Universal. Okay, if you go into the etym, which maybe I should do that right now. I should just quickly jump into the etym. Since we're already here, why don't you just check it out? Always good to do these refreshers every once in a while. Catholic. What's open this one? Here it is. Catholic, of the doctrines of the ancient church, literally universally accepted, from French Catholic, from Church Latin Catholicos, universal, general, from Greek Catholicos, from the phrase kath, holo, on the whole, in general. That is basically it. The Catholic Church meaning was universal, and you see it right there. Going back to the Latin Catholicos, universal / general. Alright, so now going back to this article, what we have here is something that has been happening for decades, not years, decades, okay, because Akim have already done videos on this, okay, how grown-ass men were talking about the same thing happened to them when they were children, how they were abused, okay, in Europe by these Catholic churches, by these nuns, by these Catholic priests. This is something that has been happening for decades, not just decades, for centuries, for millennia even, okay. Something that goes back to ancient Rome, which is basically what. Now to get the dictionary for this one. What I'm going to use is pederasty. All right, let me get that. Pederasty. Pederasty. And here it is right here. Okay, the definition of the word pederasty: erotic love, sexually expressed or chased between a man and an adolescent boy, analogous to chorophilia. And its second part, it gets a little graphic here. Anal intercourse in general, usually between a man and an adolescent boy. And the word is, synonym for the word is boy love, and that's what exactly what this is. I'm going into pederasty, and of course, in the dictionary they use adolescent boy to make it seem less, to make it seem less wicked than it actually is, which of course it is. It's wickedness at the end of the day, because this is all homo homosexuality. I wanted to say homophilia, but it's the same thing. But anyway, this is homosexuality, okay, and brother, yeah, homosexuality and pedophilia. Okay, so both, immoral sexual acts, fornications, because what, sex intercourse, this the whole act of sex can only be between a grown man and a grown woman, and a grown woman. Like, yeah, I said women, a grown man and a grown woman. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So not no anal sex, of course, no pedophilia, and even if it is a young girl, still does not count, because what you have to, because what if you want to have sex with a woman, you have to wait until she becomes a woman, okay, until she, which is, as the scripture says, the flower of her age. All right, of her, but going on, no in now, no, especially no three way, no three ways, okay, no what that term that they use, riding the train, none of all that, just one man and one woman, that is all. Okay, anything other than that, anything other than that is wickedness. Okay, it is, anything other than that is simply wickedness. All right, so going into the article, German nuns sold orphan children to sexual predators, report. And this leads me to, when I saw this research at first, I always, the first thing that came to my mind was, this the law concerning kidnapping. How it says that word, that if a man be found in your, sorry, let me get that. That basically, if a man be found in your hands, that you shall be put to death. I can't remember how it goes, but I think that is the book of Exodus, either 21, somewhere in the 21st chapter. I could be wrong, but I want to make sure. Let me get that. Let me see if I can get that. Oh, here it is. Exodus 21, verse 16, and it reads, "And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, shall be put to death." That is basically what came to my mind. Of course, this isn't so okay, this isn't the exact case, since they are orphan children and they are being sent to what, these motherless babies homes in these Catholic churches, all these orphanages that are being run by the Catholic churches, and all this is a front to deal in pedophilia, to deal in pederasty. Okay, I already know how Esau gets down in his kingdom. We already know that the elites of Esau, this is what they deal with. Okay, this is what they do. In the dark, this is the kind of things that's is part of their. These are the kind of things that they deal with in their kingdom. Okay, all other, these things, and it all goes back to what, it goes back to it goes back to it goes back to Babel, it goes back to Nimrod, it goes back to Babylon. Okay, it goes back to all these ancient pagan empires. These are the kind of things that they did. And you have the elites of Esau Edom. What they're doing right now is a word, and I'll get the dictionary again. But what they're doing right now is, and I'll go to the history because I already typed it. Here it is. What they're doing right now is a word called desensitization. Okay, so basically what they're doing is you're trying to desensitize people to these kind of actions, because what, Esau wants pedophilia. Okay, he wants these kinds of wicked kind of wicked relationships. Okay, these kind of wicked acts to be normalized in this kingdom. And so many people are going up against it because they know it's wicked. So this is the definition of the word desensitize. Let me see if I can get an audio.
Desensitize. Verb. Desensitize. Verb.
And that's the word right there. Desensitize, and it means to cause to become less sensitive or insensitive. Okay, that's basically it. You're trying to make it so that people become less sensitive to these things. People become used to seeing this kind of acts. That's why every day you wake up, you always hear some news about somebody, somebody sexually assaulting a young child. You always hear news about to catch a predator, a pedophile being caught. You hear about child sex offenders. Keeping your children away from them. You hear about pedophilia being a mental illness. You hear about people talking about how pedophilia is okay, this and that, that and this, because he's trying to the same thing that he did with homosexuality, the same thing that he did with all these other wicked acts, the same thing that he did with all the same thing that he did with the woman, allowing her to with feminism and like all these things. Esau is trying to make all these wicked acts basically to become commonplace, okay, to become normalized, to be part of modern day society, okay. So going into the article, and it reads: a jarring report outlining decades of rampant child sex abuse at the hands of greedy nuns and perverted priests in the Archdiocese of Cologne, Germany, paints a troubling picture of systematic abuse in the German church. And it's not just the German church, okay? All these Catholic churches and a majority of these Christian churches, they are all in on it as well. They all do the exact same things, okay? If you know, but the spotlight is just on the Catholic Church right now. But all these other Christian churches are all involved in abusing children. This is part and parcel. This is basically what Christianity entails. And you have so many Catholics that see this in the news every day. You have so many Christians that see these things, but instead of them to dissociate themselves from Christianity because of this wickedness, instead of them to condemn this wickedness and to dissociate themselves with the church for this wickedness, they still continue to go to church, they still continue to believe in this plantation Christianity, even though these are the kind of things that you involve yourself in this. Even the scripture story that what thou shalt not what's the word that I'm looking for, and thou shalt not join in not it's like another precept. It stated that word that thou shalt not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. That should not be unequally yoked with the wicked, okay. That you should separate yourself from people doing wickedness, but here you are still joining these people, okay, these demons basically to they're joining these demons to you are all joining under the banner of Christians, calling yourselves Christians, with these demons that perform these wicked acts on young children. And you notice that it's always young boys, because of I'm not even going to speak about it here, okay. Basically going into Esau's witchcraft and all these all these perversion on his beliefs in the kind of things that in these kind of things, and his beliefs concerning these acts, man. Okay, so continuing on. The report is the byproduct of a lawsuit alleging that orphan boys living in the boarding houses of the Order of the Sisters of the Divine Redeemer were sold or loaned for weeks at a time to predatory priests and businessmen in a sick rape trade. The men involved in the lawsuit say as boys they were denied being adopted out or sent to foster families because selling them for rape lined the sisters' coffers for their covenant of horrors. Some of the boys were then groomed to be sex slaves to pervert, the report claims. And just in case, this is this is the date of this article, the 2nd of February 2021. Just in case you want to say that this is an old article or this is something that happened before, this is something that still happens to this day, man. Because these people, even though this has been exposed multiple times, but they are still being allowed to do this. This is still being allowed to happen, okay. So what's up with you Catholics, man? Why isn't your Pope your Pope doing anything about it? Isn't it supposed to be the representation of the most time, the representative of basically God and your boy Jesus Christ on the earth today? Why isn't he saying anything about this? Okay, why isn't he reprimanding these people, man? Why is he always protecting all these priests that are involved in sexual abuse charges? Why is he always protecting these priests that are supposed to that face pedophile charges? Why is he always protecting rapists and pedophiles? Because he is one of them, okay. Because like I said, we already know how Esau gets down, man. Don't think that the Pope isn't doing the exact same thing to to young children in in his private time, away from in the dark, man. Because and this is what Esau does. That's why you see things like Epstein. You see how many of these super elites Edomites were in his list, man. Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, even your boy Creepy Joe, Kamala Harris, of course. That's why you see Hillary Clinton involved with men with witches like, so okay, I've forgotten her name, but the spirit cooking woman, okay? Because these are the kind of things that the elites do in the dark, and the scary thing now is that everybody knows. And you might think that that's a good thing that it's been exposed, but the thing is that everybody knows that this is what they do, and now it's being desensitized. It's being desensitized. Okay, people are now thinking that this it is what it is. It is what it is. This is something that has been happening for so long, but this is wickedness. Okay, this is wrong, man. This is not something that people should be starting to believe this is not something that you should say that it is what it is. This is not something that this is madness, man. That your leaders, okay, the super elites, the rich, the leaders of this society are involved in this wickedness. Something that you know all of the common people, okay, all of us commoners, can agree. Whether as ironic as it is, for the most part, all of us commoners can agree that this is all kinds of messed up. But yet, the leaders have this power because what? Like scripture says in the book of Micah chapter 3, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil in their best, because it is in the power of their hands. Because they can. And this is what you get when you have Edomites in power. This is the kind of wickedness that you get from the top all the way to the bottom once you have these devils in rulership, man. Okay, because this is literally we are literally living in what a democracy. Mean in other words, a rule of demons, and because that's who we have in power. Rule of the devil, rule of the devils, because that's who we have in power. This is the kind of wickedness that they get involved in. Okay, so continue on. The alleged abuse went on for years, with one of the males claiming the nuns even frequently visited their college dorms after they had left the convent. He said the nuns often drugged him and delivered him to predators' apartments. The Order of Sisters of the Divine Redeemer did not answer multiple questions or comments about the allegation. And the funny thing is that, and you see another article here, Pope acknowledges priests, bishops have sexually abused nuns, which of course, no. If I want to go into that, that's a completely different topic as well. Going into how these priests and these nuns, because are being involved in sexual relationships with each other. But that's a completely different topic. But what this is speaking about is that these people are not going to get the charge. Okay, this is just an article that is being brought out just for bringing out sick. Okay, first of all, the ISO's agenda to desensitize you to pedophilia, to desensitize you to the the sexual molestation, the rape, okay, of these young boys. Okay, and this right here, this can be this right here, this is what can be considered as rape, because first and foremost, you're not supposed to be being involved in this kind of sexual acts. Second, the second, this is not only is it kidnapping. Okay, not only is it homosexuality, these people should be put to death according to the law. So what is it? So why is it that even though these Christians claim to be followers of the scriptures, when why is it that these people are still allowed to run rampant and to continue in their wickedness? And why is it that these people they're not even facing any charges according to Esau's law? That shows you the kind of system that we live in, man. It's an unjust system, okay, where those with power, those with authority, are above the law, and the rest of you commoners, you're left to you're left to face whatever consequence may happen. Especially you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, you've gone to jail for less. Jake has spent 20-30 years in jail just for being found in possession of marijuana, which is now legal in some of the countries in Babylon. But of course, the countries where it has been legalized, the people that have the Jakes that have been sent to prison, they haven't been released. Their sentences weren't shortened. they weren't even freed with reparations or anything like that. They are still in prison, serving that punishment just for what, just for being in possession of it. And of course, you already know that the smoking of smoking is going off. I've actually done a video concerning that. Of because it goes back to what offering incense to other gods. But anyway, what? Let's just go back to what I focused on right now. Okay, so let me get some precepts concerning the law. Okay, the ways that what if a man lie with man, they shall both be put to death. And yeah, it is. Oh, it was in the book of Exodus chapter 21. So like yeah, right. So the book of Exodus 21. Wait, wrong precept, wrong precept. Yeah, it is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13, and it reads, if a man lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them. So, why is it that the Catholic Church is not, reprimanding, they're not punishing, these women, these women that have been accomplices in this, in this wicked unlawful acts, and is not also tracking down and looking for the men that assaulted and raped these boys. Why is it that the Catholic Church is completely and wholly in support of this? Because this, because first we always tell you the Most High is not in these Christian churches. Okay, the Most High is not dealing. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh is not dealing with the church. They are just a bunch of devils, man. They are using the Bible and are using the authority of the scriptures. Basically using the scriptures as to to perform their wickedness. Okay, to gain followers, to gain a following, to gain they're using it to gain a following. They're using it to gain authority. They're using it to gain power. They're using it to fulfill all their lusts. Because this I know. Let me just end this here. I also want to bring out that article. I just want to bring out some of my thoughts concerning these things that you see going on in the Christian church, and nobody seems to talk about, or that everybody can just accept it as a normal way when it is not, man. And guess what? In the kingdom, you don't you know. You already know what it is. And in the kingdom, in the kingdom, nothing like this will be allowed. Okay, it won't even be allowed to be thought of. The thoughts won't be allowed to be formed in the minds of these heathen men. Alright, so that I'm just going to end it there. Let's give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahwashai, Ba'asham Rachak Wadash, Wa Abad Babal, and through the spirit of you act, may you act for edified. Shalom.